All right, toy fans, something a little bit different today, right? So this one has a little bit of history with me, okay? Back last year, they announced. So I was getting a lot of the Masterverse figures, and some of them I didn't review at the time because I didn't have the platform to get it back up and going. But Masterverse 7-inch line, it was kind of in regards to the GI Joe Classified. You know, they're bigger, beefier guys, so a little bit bigger than the classics of the Masters Universe stuff, and I have a ton of those. But I was like, hey, you know what? As soon as they come out with Hordak and the rest of the crew, I've got to get it. They showed Hordak, and the other ones that we had before were from like Shira, you know, or it was like Revelations or Revolution or whatever it was. And it was, I think, Leech and Grizzlor. And I was like, well, they look okay, but I know that they'll come out with a new Eternia or new Etheria or etc. And they came out with the new Etheria Hordak. Hey, that's great. They've announced Tim, they have announced Montana, they announced Mosquitor, and Dragstore. Seems kind of weird, but we haven't got a new Etheria or a new Eternia Grizzlor or a new Etheria or new Eternia Leech. So I was like, well, I pre-ordered Hordak. Great, from Walmart. Part of their Walmart Collector Con thing. Supposed to come out in November. Got pushed back to December. So okay, December comes rolling along, and I'm starting to see them show up on shelves. Okay, now I ordered this the same time that I ordered my stormtrooper, the mummy stormtrooper thing. I was like, okay, well, what's taking it so long? And so I go, and then it's got another due date of February. What? I ended up canceling it. I was like, I'll just cancel it. I'll go buy it from the store. Went back to the store, wasn't there. Happened to find it not too long ago, $15 on clearance. This one and another. And I was like, that's wild. So I think patience is kind of the key on this one. It paid off. I finally got my Hordak. And pretty much any time that I could get a Hordak, I'm going to get it. Now, he does come in this really cool, like, new Etheria case. So we see the Masterverse up there, 30 points of articulation, 6 and up. Really cool picture of. Now, he doesn't go with a cape, which I thought was kind of weird. He does come with some bat wings, which I was like, all right, we'll check that out. He's got, of course, his signature gun hand. He's got wings. He's got a shield. Ruthless leader of the evil horde. The force behind the destruction of the devastated New Eternia leads his evil horde to New Etherean, his continuing quest to conquer the universe. He-Man. And then, of course, we get his gargoyle sort of staff here. Really cool box art here. Honestly, I haven't been keeping these box arts, but this, I might keep this. I've always loved the Evil Horde. It's always, you know, I've got a collection of the Evil Horde in vintage. I've got it in classics. Never came out in 2000X except for in like statues, or stactions, I should say. And I've never been able to get a hold of those. So Origin came out. I'm okay with Origin. My kid was collecting Origin. I can't remember if he got any of the. I think he got like Leech, possibly. I can't remember who else, but you know, I don't think he's ever got Hordak or anyone else. But for me, get them in the collector series. I got to. I love them, right? It's like Dracula. This is the Masters Universe Dracula, to be exact. Is pretty much what this comes out to. So he does come in this sort of clear bubble thing. We do get the wings in the back that's supposed to clip into them. It says open right here. So we're going to open that up. And we've got a little, come on out, a little pack. And that's it. That's all that's in there. This nice bright red behind there. Let's cut some pieces. Let's kind of get this out. Let's see what all we got. That will turn, pop out there. Oh wow, look at that. And you can, I guess you can actually take that off of there. It just pegs in. But we got his little gargoyle serpent thing, his imp, I guess you could say. And then that'll just go back in there. Has this nice sort of like I can't remember what it's called in the medical field where you got the snake with the wings on the staff, but that kind of reminds me of that. Pretty cool. Look at that face. Oh, that's nice. That is absolutely nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and pop these wings out here. We got one, and let's see. Let's grab two. All right. Now, the wings, they have a little bit of give, but they are translucent, semi-translucent. So you kind of see it through them, but they're on a ball hinge right there. So once we plug them in, I guess it could be like a cape, but then it's also wings. I guess that makes him more dangerous now, huh? Because now he can fly around and attack you. Whoopsies. All right, outside of that, let's pop out the rest of our figure. We're going to put this over here. Like I said, I'm not usually one to keep packaging, but that packaging looks pretty good. We do get this vibrant red Masters of the Universe. We can go ahead and open that up. And, ooh, we get an arm cannon. It's got space. I wonder if it looks like it's got space that you could put something in there. Maybe a blast effect from another figure. And then we get this cool shield. The shield is not translucent. Yeah, a little bit, but I don't think it's meant to be. But you get the evil horde emblem on there. And then the traditional straps on the back. Now, overall, let's take a look at this guy. He does have that ball-jointed head. It is rather loose. So it looks like it's very rubbery, too. It doesn't have any sharp points on it whatsoever. Do get a little bit of hinge right there. We get, of course, his famous cowl. And he's got, ridges along the back. It doesn't sit up to his head quite like the vintage ones do, but still pretty cool. He's got very, very tight ball joints up here in the arms. Oof. No butterfly on there, which is kind of interesting. Do have that bicep swivel. Pull this back up. We do have the double hinged elbows, which are extraordinarily tight. Oh, man. We do get, of course, these bracers. Now, bracers, much like other things, if you were to pop the hands off, do it without damaging them. Might have to put some oil on that one. But you could slide the bracers off. He does have the ball-hinged wrist as well. He's got, of course, the swivel waist. He does have... Does he have... He does not have the ab crunch. Oh, he does. He's got not an ab crunch, but he has a little bit of the torso rocker there, using kind of that body style. Now, it's something to keep a note. It's all in silver, so some of the areas traditionally that were white on Hordak are in this kind of silver here. Makes them look very menacing. Overall, I dig the look quite a bit. These bracers really feel pretty good. We got ball jointing on the legs, thigh swivel there. Extraordinarily tight knees. That'll actually have to be boiled, because that is so tight. I'm afraid I'd break that. Yeah, that'll have to be boiled. And then, of course, you got boot swivels here, and then swivels at the foot along with that ankle rocker. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, I mean, out of the packaging, I'm surprised at these joints, especially for a newer figure. I'm surprised that is such an issue. Whew. Kind of freaking out just a little bit. I was like, no, I don't want to break my action figure. Because, again, it took me forever to find this guy. And to get him at $15, it's like, yeah, dude. Not too bad. Of course, again, swivels. Same things on one side as to the other. If I can pop that up. That might have to be boiled there as well. Yeah. So this one super tight. This one's super tight. Just something to keep in mind. Now, the arm cannon. So you're supposed to be able to pull the hand out. Does come with a... There you go. That one works pretty well. Take the bracer off, and then you'd be able to put the hand cannon on there. So he's got that hand cannon, and that just kind of pops into place. Pew, 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 pew. So he does have that option. Me personally, I like more traditional Hordak. I kind of there's a part of me that wishes he had a bow. I miss that they're not putting the bow with them, but what do I know, right? Just an avid He-Man collector and fan. He does have these wings now. I'm not quite sure how I feel entirely about the wings, but there are looks like some mechanic pieces that are kind of built in there. These do fold down to create that kind of cape, so you can create his more iconic cape in the back, but then so yeah, there's some fun stuff with it. Honestly, I'm not when I saw that he had instead of a cape he had the wings. Little confused, but not entirely like sold, like not sold off of it. Like I was like, okay, I could probably get behind that. I'm okay with that. I can't get that hand out, so I'm gonna just kind of loosely put that up there, and then I'll put his staff over in his hand. No other hands other than just the rock the blaster hand, but that's it. And of course, there's this looks like it turns a little bit. Oh, that's just because of that. Yeah, I think you can put a blaster effect in there from Origins or some of the other figures, so it does have that option available, which is pretty cool. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool figure. I again, I love Hordak's look. It's iconic for me. It is one of those. As soon as the evil horde came on the scene, I was already sold as a kid. I love the monsters, Universal Monsters is a big thing. This is essentially Dracula in that series. So for me, I'm totally excited about it. I like the fact that we got this shield. This was something that I think was added on a little bit later with the Staction series. The staff I think is amazing. The other Hordak figure I have that I absolutely just love is the classics version of Hordak, which is just hands down an amazing action figure. And he does come with the bow, right? If I remember correctly. I can't see him from up here, but really solid figure. This kind of in that vein, solid figure. I like him. I'm not sure how much I like this gap here. I feel like the neck should have been brought back a little bit, or this brought forward to cover a little bit more of the head. But all in all, not a bad figure. If you can get them on clearance, most definitely pick them up because the nice modernized armor. This thing looks great. Absolutely looks great. Looks phenomenal. I'll have to work on some of the joints, the knee, elbow, and that hand. But yeah, I think this is a definitely a seller's figure or a buyer's figure. I definitely think that this is one you should have in your collections if you're an Evil Horde fan and you like He-Man and you like the Masterverse series. I believe Masterverse series is kind of going out of the way. It's kind of ending, so get them now. Might as well get them while you can, okay? Hey, I thank you all for showing up and checking out this review. I'm hoping that this helps you out in your decision making on whether you want to get this Hordak. I know it's not my usual Legos, but before I was doing Legos, I was doing action figures, so this is kind of up in that same vein here. So hopefully this helps you out. I might get some of the Mattel brick sets down the road, but kind of pricey for what we're getting, and the fact it's little figures, I don't know. Don't know yet. I'm not quite sold just yet. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. You can be alerted anything comes from me to you. Like this video. It helps YouTube know that you like what I'm making, and comment down below. What's your favorite part of this? If I can find it in the storefront, I'll put a little link down there for you. Always, I try to get those things in the shop if I can, so that way it's easy for you to find. If you buy it, buy it from the shop. It helps. I get a little commission, kind of helps the channel grow, and those little commissions add up over time. So definitely, if you get something there, I thank you so much. Can't believe how much that means to me. All right. Hey, that's all I got to say about this particular guy. I think he's pretty cool. He's he's an interesting one. At first, I wasn't quite sure, and at $30, I was like, I don't know. 15, easy sell for me. So if you find them out there for 15, definitely pick them up. Definitely. Hey, I thank you all for showing up today. I love you all, Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build and happy brick hunting. Or in this case, action figure playing.